features with Livingston and Tangela too, and our host Vincent Van Dahl, and he brings it to ya. Creature features and all creatures and all features, and the creature gonna get you tonight. You better not turn out your bedroom light. He'll grab your head and give it such a bite. You may even die, just from a fright. You ain't nothing gonna be, baby. You ain't nothing gonna be alright. Cause the creature gonna get you, baby. Don't get you tonight.
"'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the mansion the house creaked so fearsome due to some manner of structural expansion. The stockings were hung in the lavatory with flair, since Tangela endlessly abandons her hosiery there. The corpses were nestled all snug in their graves. The bats in the belfry had flown home to their caves. And soon from the rooftop came a crash and a roar. Then the sound of sleigh bells, followed by a knock at the door. Livingston went to answer, so speedy and quick. The chap at the door claimed he was named Old Saint Nick. He delivered his gifts with a good deal of cheer, but soon he would ponder why precisely he was here. So on a red chair he soon found himself sat, for a creature feature Christmas and a jolly good chat.
You've done that one before.
Indeed, but I've improved it somewhat. Happy Christmas Eve and welcome to Creature Features. I'm your host, Vincent. With me is my brash yet bashful butler, Mr. Livingston. And to the side would be my lovely muse, the tiny yet terrifying Tangela. And we have a most merry Yuletide program in store for you. First up, we shall present a fabulous Christmas ghost story entitled A Christmas Carol. Are you familiar with this tale?
Of course they are.
But we've never served up this version before. This one was made in 1984 and stars legendary George C. Scott. It also has Frank Finlay, David Warner, and the lovely Susanna York. Oh, interesting. Tangela says this movie was filmed in Shrewsbury, which is the birthplace of Charles Darwin. But more importantly, we'll be joined by Old St. Nicholas himself. He's agreed to take a quick break between gift deliveries to tell us how his week is going, inform us as to how he manages to produce so many items in an isolated facility at the North Pole, and weigh in on tonight's film. We also might receive a visit from a group of local carol singers to share some of their spooky Christmas songs. So you better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Because we'll be right back after the advertisement. Stay tuned. Happy Christmas and welcome to Creature Features. We are lucky. How did we manage to land Santa on Christmas Eve?
Well, there was a lot of begging there.
There was. The begging was on my part, but Livingston, I think, is the one that convinced you. So he's rather busy tonight, but he decided to take his lunch break here. Because you cannot do California yet, right? It's too early.
Well, true.
Right.
This whole time zone is tricky.
It is, because it's a busy one, right?
It is. There's a lot of people here.
A lot of people, and you know, most of the children don't go to sleep at a reasonable time either, I've come to learn.
No, especially these days. The parents let them stay up.
Right. We've got Santa Claus, the actual Santa Claus. Santa, you do not look a day older than the last time we had you on the show.
Yeah, well, percentage-wise, you know, I'm not much older because I'm like over 1,000.
Right. So a year or two does not make much of a difference.
Not much.
It's been like 5 years since you've come.
Correct.
Right.
Yeah.
Last time we were lucky because we caught him on an off night, and we didn't think we'd get him this year. But, Santa needs to take a break as well. He has to stop for lunch, and, you cannot survive on cookies and milk, right?
No.
No, it's a nice treat, but you got to get
Yeah.
something else.
Yeah, I get so many cookies, but, I do share them with the reindeer.
Oh, that'd be necessary. I can see that. Now, out of all the reindeer, who eats the most cookies?
I think it's Prancer.
Prancer. I would have guessed that as well. I mean, he seems to do a lot more physical activity.
I don't really keep score, so that's
Oh.
a guess. But,
No, that's true. You don't want to play favorites with an animal like that, do you?
oh, no.
No, because if one's perturbed with you and he pulls to the wrong side, you might find yourself in India or someplace.
Yes, things.
Right.
My location can change in a hurry.
That's
yes.
right. That's right, because you're traveling at such high speed. So we're going to watch A Christmas Carol.
Okay.
I know you know the story. Have you seen this version, though, the 1984 movie?
Oh, this is new to me. I'm
It's
looking
new
forward
to
to it.
Good. No. It's new to me as well. I saw the first 5 minutes and the almost last 5 minutes. I have to look at a little bit of the film before I can sit in the chair, else I'm going to look stupid. I mean, I look stupid anyways, but I'll look more stupid if I don't watch a tiny clip at least. So at least I know what the faces are. And one of the faces is George C. Scott.
I know, isn't that great?
You've delivered to his home before, right?
Oh, yeah, many
Yeah.
times.
All right, so that tells me he was
I
not
can't,
that
I
bad.
can't tell you where he lives because that's confidential.
No, no, I would
I
never,
can't point out anybody's.
I wouldn't. That's an interesting thing. You have quite a mailing list.
I do.
I bet there's some marketing firms that would love to get a copy of your list.
I believe that's true. Yes.
No, and probably a few law enforcement agencies who would like to see the naughty and nice list as well. Right. All right. We won't go there. Let's go ahead and start the film. When we come back, let's talk about your reindeer, eh?
Okay.
All right. Off we go. A Christmas Carol, 1984. And when we come back, we're going to be back with Santa. Don't go away.
Hello, YouTube viewers. Have you subscribed yet? I see a few of you have forgotten to do so. I am somewhat disappointed. Please subscribe. Thank you.
Welcome back to Creature Features. It's Christmas Eve, and we've got Santa, and we're watching A Christmas Carol. I couldn't think of a better night. I mean, maybe if we got some eggnog, it'd be a little bit better. But there's cookies. Help yourself if you want. And if you want to bring some to the reindeer as well.
Yeah. Well,
She-
when I leave, I'll see if I can't take some.
Tangella, she seems to know what kind of cookies reindeer would like because she raises goats.
Oh, is that right?
And she thinks that they're similar animals. But I have a question. Do reindeer poop as much as goats?
Well, I don't know much about goats, so it's hard to.
All right. You have no reference.
No.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah, that makes sense. But is that an issue? When you're traveling high speed with reindeer in front of you and, gravity, momentum, does anything ever go in the wrong direction?
No one ever asked me that question, but like it's sort of part of the Santa magic thing. It's I don't have a problem
It's
because
like a shield.
the elves have figured it out, and I
All
can't
right.
exactly
All right.
explain the technology, but it's not a problem for me.
Obviously, it works because if it didn't work, your beard would not be that color.
That's true,
I think-
because I've been out there tonight
Right.
doing my work.
That's right.
And hey, here I am.
And your glasses are
Spotless.
clean. No bugs either. It stops the bugs. No
Well,
bugs. But then again, I
the
suppose
weather helps that.
right. I suppose if you're high enough, it does not matter. All right, this film. So Scrooge is obviously a Scrooge. He's proved himself to be not a very friendly Christmas person. How do you contend with people like that in your line of work?
Oh, well, as I've learned to be very accepting of anybody, wherever they are.
Right, of course.
And I find that eventually Christmas wins.
Christmas always wins. That's a good point. Definitely, no, we can't do any spoilers, but hints, maybe he might change his mind.
I have hope for him.
Right. You know what makes me sad about this film, though, is there's no Santa in it.
Oh, no, there's not. But I don't think that's sad.
The spirit is there, right?
It is.
Right. Last time we had you here, we watched Santa Claus versus the Martians.
Yeah.
Remember that? That
I
was
do.
quite a film.
It was.
My goodness.
Certainly different than this one.
You know, I think if you encountered real Martians, you wouldn't have as much trouble with them. I think they'd like you more. All right, what do you say we get back to this film, and then when we come back, I think we have to do some mail, so maybe you could bring some cookies to your reindeer, but when we come back, we're going to find out about the history of Christmas. What do you think?
Okay.
All right, off we go back to A Christmas Carol. We shall see you on the other side of the break.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Not now. Stay tuned. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
Welcome back to Creature Features. Santa had to step away for a moment. Do you think he had to go check on the sleigh?
Bah humbug.
No, he's in a mood. Yeah, we've got Santa Claus here. You need to cheer up, chipper up. It's the Yuletide season.
Yuletide.
He was fine during the introduction, and now he's all butthurt. I think it's the hat. Tangela made him wear this hat. Yeah, maybe next year you could just let him go with his typical bald head.
Thank you.
No. We're joined by Fang. Everyone, we've been getting so much mail about Fang, and they're wondering if maybe you ate Fang. No, people said, did Tangela eat Fang? And we had to explain she's one, a vegetarian, so she would not do that. And secondly, Fang is not food, right?
That is correct.
That is correct. So anyways, while Santa is checking on his sled, we're going to do some mail, right?
Yes.
We got some Christmas mail.
It would appear.
It would appear. What do you got for me, Mr. Livingston?
This is from San Francisco.
I left my heart. Oh, this is nice. It's from Dick. Creature
Yes.
Features. He actually did our logo on the thing. Maybe I'll put a big one up. Maybe I won't. And he's got a crow. Look at this on the back. That's very nicely done. All right, let's see what he has to say. This looks... Oh, my goodness. That was a $5 bill. Wonderful. All right, we've got a tip. Let me make sure I read this in the right direction. Let's see. We've got... Here we go. Dear Vincent Livingston and mop of murderous intent. That's you. You resurrected Friday Night Creature Features. You rock and you rock hard. I have a list of movies I would love to see on your program as follows. Logan's Run, Flash Gordon, Extra, or XTR, Extra, Phantom of the Paradise, Lamora, A Child's Tale of the Supernatural, and last but not least, Phantasm. By the way, Livingston, if they ever remake the film, please audition for the part of the tall man. You would be sublime. He would be good at that part, wouldn't he? All right, let's talk about these. Logan's Run, maybe in 5 years. We'll be able to do that one. Flash Gordon, 1980, same.
Extra I never heard of, we'll look into. And Phantom of the Paradise, I just looked into that film, and they told me no. No, for no some amount of money. I said, well, how much? And they said no. And I'm here, how much money do I have to throw in your face so you stop saying no? And they said none. And I said, okay, here's no money, give me the film. And they still said no. So we won't be doing Phantom of the Paradise yet, but one day I will have the bloke, what's his name? Paul Williams, and we're going to run that movie. Promise, but not a pinky promise. And Lamora movie, I've heard of this one. You are not the first one to request it. I should look into it again. Phantasm, I doubt it. In close, you'll find $5. Please keep up the gory work. Also, YouTube, you should be ashamed for denying the world of Luke Skywalker's bottom. It's infamous. It was like Star Wars, shame. Yeah, that was a little incident we had with YouTube. YouTube was angry with us because we showed Luke Skywalker's bottom in that movie Body Bags. We missed it. We would have clipped it out, but we missed it, and somebody complained, and that was that. But it's all right. We just got a warning. That's all it was. Sorry for being cheeky. I could not resist. Livingston, I have a cleaning tip for you. Spray Tangela with a can of N-Dust and play some Stevie Nicks on the stereo. Your dusting days will be over. I can tell you right now that would never work. Look at that face. She'd never go for that. Tangela, so good to see you finally playing with rusty blades. No one ever got tetanus from a clean one. Good on you. Thank you all again. Love and Spiders, Dick and Daly City. And P.S. Get the band to get back together on the show. Those that survive, that is. No, I will not be getting the band back together because they're all a bit angry with me still. They're cross with me. It's not a good thing. I'm going to have to fish that $5 later. I'm wired into the chair. Next up, Mr. Livingston.
There appears to be a card. I'm not sure if that's Queensland or not.
Clear Island. Could be Queensland, yeah. I don't know. Let's find out. Maybe there's a clue inside. It's a Christmas card. Merry Christmas to us. How are you keeping him so calm? You just pet him and love him, and that's all it takes. All right. Have a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from Lisa in Queensland. Or is that her name? Maybe that's just her name. No. That's not her name. All right. Nice card. Thank you. And what's the second one? This is a note. Perhaps. Here we go. Dear Creature Features. Hi. My name is Lisa from Queensland, Gold Coast. It's got to be Australia. Gold Coast, right?
I believe so.
Right. I would like to say I love your show and I like horror shows. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year 2023. Thank you, Lisa, and we hope things are going well down there in Queensland. You know, we have so many wonderful Australian viewers. How do we get so lucky?
Just the luck of the draw.
No, those people are quite picky. They don't take to entertainment easily. And if we've struck a chord in Australia, I think we should visit Australia. Tangela would go. She's always wanted to pet a kangaroo or a koala bear.
Not recommended.
Petting a kangaroo?
Yes.
Oh, they have nice ones. You have to go to the special kangaroo facility. I've been. John Fakari, we've heard from John Fakari. What's he got? He's got a Christmas card. You bring the joy to my world, merry to my Christmas, and the fa to my la 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 la.
Clever.
Fa la 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 la. All right. And I think the last one's how we ended up on the naughty list. I'm on the naughty list this year. Dear Vincent, Tangela, and Livingston, I enjoyed watching Creature Features on Coffee TV Channel 20, but no more. Now they have cowboy movies, which are terrible. I watch you on YouTube, and the three of you do a great job. Patricia and I are big fans. Have a Merry Christmas to all three of you. Love, Patricia and John. Well, thank you so much, Patricia and John. And, you know, TV 20 is gone, and we know it's a little bit more inconvenient to watch us on YouTube. However, you get the whole movie and no commercials, right? None that we add, or none that Coffee adds. I mean, I suppose YouTube puts in some commercials, but you get the full movie, so that's rather nice. Plus, you can watch it anytime you want. You don't have to be in front of the TV at, 10 p.m. on Saturday night. You can...
Depending on where you live.
Exactly. Right. So that's it?
That's it.
That's it for mail. If you'd like to send us some mail of your own by email, send it to the address you see over here. Or if you'd like to send us a lovely card for Christmas next year, use the address you see right here. We'll be back with Santa soon, but first let's get back to A Christmas Carol.
Despite my previous protestation, I see a few of you have still not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet. Please, I implore of you to do so. Thank you.
Santa, this new trend with the black and white candy cane, who came up with this?
I don't know. It wasn't one of my elves.
Yeah, I would think not. I think it's like a Halloween candy cane, perhaps.
There you go.
The whole Nightmare Before Christmas thing.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't think it's as good as a red and white one, and that's the type that are certified by Santa Claus, right? Red and white.
That's what we use at the North Pole. Yes.
That's what you use at the North Pole. Welcome back to the show. We are watching, if you're just joining us, A Christmas Carol from 1984. How do you contend with tardy people? The late.
Late for sending their Christmas list, or late for what?
Late, just people who are perpetually tardy. Do you consider them naughty? Or is that something that doesn't quite fall into the naughty category?
Right. Well, that's kind of borderline.
Borderline.
It's not,
I agree.
It's not
All
the
right.
way it's supposed to be, but
Right.
depending on how late they are and how often they are, it's just kind of borderline.
It's passively inconsiderate.
It certainly is.
Right, it's not openly inconsiderate. So Santa will still bring you a gift, you tardy people, but don't keep it up because he's keeping count. In any case, Christmas Carol 1984, we are watching this film and we have seen the ghost of Marley. Spooky guy.
He is.
You know, and whenever we do something like this, where we show a nice film that's not horror or sci-fi, people write to us and say, I watch your show to see horror and sci-fi, and you showed neither that night. This ghost was pretty spooky, right?
I think so.
He's spooky enough to be featured on a show called Creature Features, right?
In my opinion, yes.
And Santa says so, so it's true. So take that, letter writer. So, any case, Christmas. How did this whole thing start? I mean, I know the biblical side of the story, but you know, the Santa Claus and the Federal Express with the presents, and when did that all begin?
Well, that goes back 1,000 years. I was actually a bishop.
Oh my
That's
goodness!
why and I became a saint in the Orthodox Church eventually. But
Right.
that's why it's Santa Claus. But
Saint Claus.
there
Right.
you go. And even though I was a bishop, I came from a family that had a lot of money.
Ah,
And I used to secretly help people.
Right.
And at that time, there were no windows. There would be an opening, but no glass. So I'd go in the middle of the night and throw a bag of money or gold in the
a
window.
secret Samaritan.
There you go.
Nice. And all the S's: Santa, Secret Samaritan. Well, you know, I imagine wearing a red suit and passing out gifts to children is far more enjoyable than being a bishop and wearing a big brass hat.
I will say in a sense, I consider this my retirement, and I'm really enjoying
It's
it.
like fishing, but better.
See, yeah.
Right, right. All right, well, why don't you say we fish for the rest of this film and see what happens next?
Let's go.
All right, off we go. Back to A Christmas Carol. We shall see you on the other side of the break. Don't go away, please. And don't you go away. I know you got to go soon, but we'll make it quick. We'll make it quick. All right, off we go. Bye.
Howdy, this here's Bart from Hickson, Tennessee, and I just want to say it'd be really nice if y'all could read more mail in one show than just 3. I mean, that's kind of cutting a little bit short. You could get Vince to just snap it up and quit all this blah, 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 blah about this and blah, blah about that and just read the dadgum mail and everyone would be so happy. Thank you very much.
The ghost of Christmas presents. You know, when I was a child, I always thought it was the ghost of Christmas presents.
Oh.
And I never understood this until I finally realized the word present and not presents. Silly me. Welcome back to the show. We are with Father Christmas on Christmas Eve, and we are watching a Christmas carol. There's a lot of Christmas going on here tonight, right? What do you think of our tree?
I like your tree.
It's a bit humble. You know, a home like I've got a ceiling high enough where I could have a much larger tree, but the problem is just a few of us living here with so few presents. It looks terrible to have a giant tree and just a couple of presents, I suppose. Yeah, we should invite a large family to come visit us on Christmas, and then we'll have all the presents, and then we could have a big tree. But this year, I don't know why, but for some reason most guests don't want to come here on Christmas.
I don't know why either.
You know, it's either Livingston's bad attitude or Tangela's explosives. One of the two.
Well, I don't think we need to blame it on anybody.
All right.
But I will say that the tree, the skulls are the perfect touch.
It's a nice touch. You think?
For this space, yes.
You know, I was afraid you might be offended if you came across something like this, delivering gifts, and it's like, oh, skulls. Well, I'll leave you coal. No, that would be nice to leave coal for a skull tree, but no, you like it. That's good. You know, Tangela. Oh, we're going to bring her out in a minute. Tangela, you know her well. She's the one that finds these things. I don't know how she does it. I mean, where does one find skull decorations for Christmas?
I think it takes talent. She's got talent.
She does have talent, but it's a strange, misdirected type of talent.
Well, that's true.
No.
Like,
she's not bad. She's just misunderstood.
Yeah.
No. Sometimes she's bad, but she is misunderstood.
I'm willing to accept her the way she is for now, just like I was Scrooge.
Oh, right, Scrooge. No, he is.
Christmas is going to win.
Christmas should always win. That's right. All right, what do you say we watch some more Christmas winning and get back to A Christmas Carol?
Okay.
All right, off we go. We will see you soon. Don't go away.
Hello, this is Mr. Livingston. It would appear I have been tasked with requesting you to help our show financially by visiting our Patreon page. Your generosity will help us keep Creature Features on the air. With only a few dollars a month from you, your kindness will allow us to continue creating new entertainment for your viewing pleasure each and every week. And if you have the desire to give more, you might even receive a gift from Tangela. I think not. Please visit the website below to learn more. Thank you.
We wish you a scary Christmas. We wish you a scary Christmas. We wish you a scary Christmas and a creepy New Year. Good hauntings we bring to you and your kin. Good hauntings for Christmas and a creepy New Year. Oh, bring us some witchy pudding. Oh, bring us some witchy pudding. Oh, bring us some witchy pudding and a cauldron of fear. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. We won't go until we get some. So bring it right here. Good hauntings to you wherever you are. Good hauntings for Christmas and a creepy New Year. We wish you a scary Christmas. We wish you a scary Christmas. We wish you a scary Christmas and a creepy New Year.
I imagine you are becoming almost as tired of seeing me as I am of making these messages. Please subscribe. This portion of Creature Features is brought to you by CreatureFeatureStore.com, the official merchandiser of Creature Feature accessories.
You know, Father Christmas, if this little pooch could learn to work his ears correctly, he could be like a reindeer, right? He's such a good boy tonight. I am with Fang, but I'm also with Santa and Tangela, and we are watching A Christmas Carol, wonderful film from 1984. And George C. Scott, he's such a fine thespian, is he not? In any case, Santa, I want to ask you about strange requests for gifts. How many people actually sit on your lap and request explosives?
I only remember that one time.
Right.
It was 5 years ago.
Right.
Right here.
Right.
Tangela.
You know, she's able to mix her own. She doesn't need to bother you with these things.
Well, Christmas is Christmas.
But you know, one thing I've noticed is she has not been using her explosive skills for bad. She's been using it for good. So, you know, like she'll drill wells for the neighbors using her explosives. Nothing but explosives and a very small pickaxe. She can do it. So, what are some other strange things that people have asked you for?
Well, I was surprised recently. There was a little boy, looked like any other little boy, and he asked me for a mathematics book.
A mathematics book?
Yeah. That was his special Christmas.
Really?
So we don't have many of those at the North Pole, but I can
Right.
find one to give him.
Oh, for sure. Well, you know, I want to ask you about the whole production facility you have up there. So you must have, like, quite the factory with, it must be like Ford Motor Company up there at the North Pole for you. I mean, what do you employ, like 10,000 elves?
Well, actually, I don't count those elves, but I'll tell you there are a lot of them.
Oh, there must be quite a
Yeah,
few.
well, and they're not very big, so you need quite a few to get the stuff done, but they're really very efficient workers.
Your insurance fees and workmen's compensation charges must be through the roof.
Well, at the North Pole, I'm the government.
Oh, I like that place. You know, I need to move up. I need to move to the South Pole. Has anybody claimed that yet?
I don't know. There are some research centers down there.
Oh, well, I'll let them stay. No, I could be king of the South Pole, and then Tangela would be one of my subjects. Of course. Well, you would not want to live on the South Pole? You could feed penguins all day long. She loves penguins. So, all right. What do you say we get back to this film, and then when we get back, we're going to find out what you're doing the day after Christmas.
Okay.
All right. Off we go to A Christmas Carol, 1984. Don't go away. Same goes for you.
This is Livingston, and you're watching Creature Features. Stay tuned.
Deck the hall with webs and spiders, fa la 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 la. Check for eyeballs in your ciders, fa la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, fa la 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 la. While we sing this creepy carol, fa la 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 la. See the eerie ghouls before us, fa la 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 la. Hope Tangela doesn't gore us, fa la 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 la. Follow me in merry measure, fa la 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 la. While I tell a frightful treasure, fa la 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 la. Fast away the old year passes, fa la 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 la. Hail the new ye lads and lasses, fa la 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 la. Sing we ghastly all together, fa la 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 la. Heedless of the wind and weather, fa la 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 la.
And so ends A Christmas Carol. You know, I kind of knew that was going to happen.
I told you Christmas is going to win.
He redeemed himself without the help of Santa Claus, but he became a better person by seeing the past, present, and the future. You know, maybe, Santa, you should be doling out time machines so that people can go back and see and go forward and see, and then you can get rid of some of these curmudgeons.
That's an idea. What works for one person may or may not work for someone else.
I suppose that's an issue. Right, right, good. Now, you just spread good cheer and you let them figure it out, right?
Yes.
That's the best approach.
Christmas itself works on people.
It does. Well, I know you have to go, but one last question. What is it that you do after Christmas?
Oh, after Christmas.
After all the presents have been delivered, what do you do to decompress, to relax?
Well, the first thing I do is turn the reindeer loose and let them
Of course.
have their time off.
Right.
And then I go find my relaxation.
Which is?
It's not the same every year. So
Oh.
in the past, I've often gone to warm climes for a little while.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I could see you in a pair of Bermuda shorts
Yeah,
and flip-flops,
right.
water skiing,
Red Bermuda shorts.
red Bermuda shorts, with that chapeau, water skiing behind a large yacht. I can completely see that. All right, well, Santa, thank you so much for joining us tonight and interrupting your wonderful trip.
You're welcome.
Of delivery.
My pleasure.
Oh, I know we can't get you next year, but maybe in a year or two we can see you again, and you can tell us what's
Yes. Oh, yes.
new. All right. Thank you so much for coming, and Godspeed on that delivery.
Thank you.
All right, as far as you guys go, thank you so much for watching our silly little program. We know you could have been doing something fun like wrap gifts or deliver gifts, but you're watching our show, which is fun because you need a break. Christmas is a lot of work, and you've got a big day tomorrow. So enjoy it while you can. And don't forget, we'll be back next Friday and next Saturday. And don't forget, we love you. See you next time. So, Santa, I was thinking, you land your reindeer and your sled on quite a few roofs. Have you ever landed on one more spectacular than this?
Oh, yeah. Plenty.